Alright, let's continue and see what Sigma's one thing he wants to know is.
何でしょう。
You said that... Oh, spooky music. You said that point C is... You said that point C is January 27th, 2074, which is today. There's going to be a jump and I'll jump to April 13th, 2029.
ええ、言いましたね。
But look, I'm still old. When is the jump supposed to happen?
間もなくです。はい。
And what's going to trigger it?
意識を4次元へと弾き出すためにはポテンシャルが必要です。けれど、それについてはもう十分に溜まっています。ラジカル6の影響によって。
Is it gonna be him suiciding from Radical 6 maybe?
意識を打ち出すのみ。スリングショットの弾丸のように。
And how do you propose to do that?
言ったでしょう。危機を与えるのです。死に瀕するような危機を。
Yep.
それによって脳の情報処理速度は限界を超えて。
And what if it doesn't work? Well, you'll be dead. What do you mean?
わかりませんか？こういう。
Uh-oh. She go and stab somebody. Dio's knife. No sooner were the words out of my mouth. Oh, never mind. Fi! I screamed and leapt towards them. Akane was already in motion, the knife diving towards Fi's chest. I was almost there. Wow. When I regained consciousness, I was on the floor. There was a dull pain in my chest. Good job, Sigma. Now you're gonna die. I felt for a cut, but something was in the way. It took a moment to realize that it was Akane's body lying on top of me. I twisted my neck to look around. Nearby was an old tombstone. On it was written a few words in Latin. And of course that's supposed to refer to the time switching, or the consciousness switching, I'm sorry. I hope that's not the end of the game. I feel like it's not, but I really hope it's not. Oh, yay! Another destination. Good. I would have been severely disappointed if that was the end of the game. So are we gonna get sent back into the past? Probably. Let's take a look at our flowchart. Yep, it looks like it's even farther back. Headquarters, April 13th, 2029 versus... Oh, it doesn't give a date. I guess that would be a little spoiler. I kind of wish they would update it after they would give you actual dates once you figured out what the dates actually were. I've got some thoughts about this game, but I'm gonna save most of them for later when the game's actually finished. So let's see where we land. This is a bit different. Hi, newscaster. Wow. Okay. I guess that's news. They got Radical 6. That's news right there. Are you... What? No, don't do that. Aw. Well, you're not gonna get rid of the plague by doing stuff like that. For a moment, I just stared at the TV. The roar of the static seemed to fill the entire room, until with a click it disappeared too. Good lord, this TV's old, especially for 2028. Had the power gone out? I heard footsteps behind me and turned around. Hi. You. Oh, wow, hi. Hi, Kane.
どうやら計画の第一段階はうまくいったようですね。
What? You killed me!
殺した？
I guess technically you're going to kill me 45 years from now, but still.
ちょっとシグマさん、人聞きの悪いことを言わないでください。
You changed a bit, Akane.
私は殺してなんかいませんよ。あなたの腹部に当たったのはナイフの柄の方です。
That sure didn't look like a butt of a knife. I'm okay.
そうです。あなたとファイさん、お二人に危機感を抱かせるには、ああする以外になかったのです。
Me and Phi?
ええ、あの時はシグマさんのことについてのみ言及させていただきましたが、実際にはファイさんにも時間を飛び越えていただく必要があったので。
Nice facility.
さて、ところでシグマさん、あなたがこれから何をすべきなのかはもう分かっていますね。
We go to the moon?
そうです。出発は明日、2029年4月14日。シグマさんには我々の用意した宇宙船に乗っていただきます。そしてあそこにある3台の治療用ポットとともにリゾーム9へ。
Alice and Clover, right?
ええ。
What about the third one? Who's in there?
ファイさんですよ。
That makes sense, I suppose, yeah.
ファイさんがコールドスリープにかけられたのはつい2日前の
Because
ことです。
everybody else that came other than them went through their normal period of time. Like, Dio, you know, I don't know when Dio was, quote, made or born or whatever, but he didn't go through, he wasn't from that time, and neither was Tinmyoji or Quark. Or K. Yeah.
彼女は
So that makes
自分
sense,
の足で
okay.
ここ、私たちの組織のアジトへとやってきて自らポットの中に入りました。と言ってもそれは点 C から飛んできたファイさんのことではありません。点 A から点 D へと至る直前のファイさんだったのです。 要するにファイさんもシグマさんと同じようなルートをたどっているということです。現在進行形で。
Then that means that after you froze her, the Point C version of her jumped back into her body?
ええ、今はあのポットの中の肉体に収まっていることになります。
I gotta say, out of all the things that you guys did, making the flow chart the way it is, with that thing where the body's jumping thing, that is incredibly confusing. I feel like that could have been done just a little bit cleaner.
これから45年間、彼女はあのポットの中で眠り続けるのです。氷漬けになったまま。
Then, when she gets to point B, her consciousness will jump to point A, right?
はい。
Okay, I get that. I can see that. Huh. So, that's why she didn't look old. So, why don't you just stick me in one of those pods?
それはできません。
Why not?
どうしてって、まだわからないのですか？
You gotta be old.
あなたはこれから45年の歳月をかけて AB
So we
計
gotta
画
do
の
work
準備をしなければならないのですよ。リゾーム9へ赴き、遺伝子工学やその他の学問を極め、カイルやルナやラゴモルフをあなたは生み出さなければなりません。カラードドアやバングルの仕掛けを作るのももちろんあなたです。
Well, the bracelets probably aren't that hard.
天明寺さんとクオーク君を呼び寄せるのもあなたが行います。そして全ての準備が整ってからいよいよ計画は実行されることに。2074年1月25日、あなたは解凍したファイさんの体を抱えて第 3AB ルームへ。そこで点 A から飛んできた22歳の意識に弾かれるようにして45年前の過去、2028年12月25日の肉体へと戻るのです。
And then I change history? Do you really think I can keep the virus from getting out?
そうしてすでにこの世界では何十億もの人間が亡くなっているのですから。
Going a little bit too fast here.
人類を救うことができるのはシグマさんとファイさんお二人しかいないのです。
What about you? Aren't you an Esper too?
私一人の力ではどうにもなりません。あなたたちの協力がどうしても必要なのです。
So, what do I need to do?
どうすればというのは。
Like, what specific actions do I need to take? When fine I jump to point A, what are we going to do then?
お二人には火星探査用のシミュレーション施設に入っていただきます。
And after that?
わかりません。
What?
ええ、原因が不明なのです。あの施設からなぜラジカル6が漏洩したのか。
So we kind of gotta wing it. I
そもそ
gotcha.
もどうして火星探査用のシミュレーション施設
Good
に
plan.
ウイルスが存在したのかも謎のままで。
Ah, crap. Then we're screwed.
だからこそあなた方の力が必要なのですよ。
Positive thinking.
お二人には歴史や世界を飛び越える不思議な能力があります。それを駆使してぜひとも原因を突き止めていただきたいのです。作戦は困難を極めるでしょう。施設の中には数々の危機が待ち受けているかと思います。それでもお二人ならば必ずやそれらの危機を乗り越えてくれるものと信じています。
Wait, how do you know it's so dangerous?
67歳のシグマさんの意識からそのように伺いました。ウイルスの漏洩を防ぐことのできなかった彼、作戦に失敗した方の未来のあなたということになりますが。
What did I say?
施設の中には数々の罠が待ち受けていると。
Oh, that's
その罠
nice.
から一人の女性を救うために、あなたはその腕と。
Ah, that's how we got the robot arms. Which would make sense because Sigma was saying, I don't remember getting robot arms, but he probably had robot arms. And we just never happened to notice that we didn't have a right eye. That's interesting. My arms and my right eye. Oh, that expression is robot arm appendages. Arg, I'm Pirate Sigma. I sailed the 7 seas after I lost both of me arms in a terrible fishing accident. Oh. Okay, let's go. Suddenly, a low rumble shook the building. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Pirate Sigma saves the day. What was that?
外をご覧ください。
Sure, let's look out our little square window hole. I moved slowly to the window hole that we have in our weird shack and peered outside. Hey look, an explosion! On the horizon, I could see a massive mushroom cloud climbing slowly towards the sky. Would we really be able to change the course of history? No. That was the wrong way to look at it. It couldn't be a question. I had to change history. We could save the world. I'm going to change history. I stared at the darkening skies above us and steeled myself. I would succeed. Oh boy, now we got a mission. So, if I read that correctly, our next indoor beginning? Alright, let's take a look. So we just finished indoor beginning. So where are we at now? Okay, it looks like we're right here. Infirmary another time. Where are we going? By the way, I am slowly starting to understand the flow of time now, but it still is not the easiest thing to pick up. Oh, hi. Where? I see you've finally woken up, Kyle. Kyle? Yes. Of course. You've only just woken up in this timeline. It's only natural for some of your memories to be missing. Well, of course it is. I lurched upright, jumped off of the bed, and ran around to the other side of the partition. The mirror over the sink was covered with a film of dirt, and it probably was in the AB game that we played through as well, so we never noticed that we had robot eye and, and stuff. I wiped it off with my sleeve, and my reflection stared back at me. Why did no one else, bother to say, hey, Sigma, you seem like we were talking about K, and it's like, well, K seems suspicious, he's got armor. Why did no one say, well, Sigma, what's up with you? Why do you have a robot eye? There was no mistake. The reflection belonged to Kyle Klim. So I'm Dr. Klim, Zero Senior's clone? What? How do you know that? Why doesn't Luna have a voice right now? Shouldn't you still be suffering from amnesia? An excellent question. One I didn't quite know the answer to myself. I knew who Kyle Klim was. In another history, he'd been called K and had worn a suit of armor. He hadn't just worn the armor in that history, though. Apparently, he'd worn it all his life. Kyle had been born and raised in this lunar installation, which seemed to be called Rhizome 9. Rather late in his life, Akane had appeared as a mother figure, and he had consequently grown very attached to her. I knew everything about him, but even though I knew it, I didn't feel it. Was I really Kyle Klim? Such a weird name. Every time I looked in the mirror, I saw his face. The spitting image of Sigma Klim in his younger days. I looked down. There was Dio, still handcuffed. I turned back around to Luna. What day is today? January 27th, 2074. Then today is the last day of the AB project. Akane has explained everything in the garden. Then she drew a knife and attacked Phi. JK, bro. How long have I been asleep? About 5 hours in real time. For them, it would have seemed like a little more than 2 hours. So, they still haven't been treated for their Radical 6? No, they've all been given the antiviral. It just takes a while to have an effect. Ah, I see. So, the consciousness of the younger Sigma has gone back into the past. It should have happened right after Akane attacked Phi, right? Younger Sigma being the consciousness that we've had the story through. Yes. Why am I here? The doctor carried you back here. You were in the pod in the garden. Okay, that makes sense. So the person you call the doctor is Sigma Klim, is inhabited by his age-appropriate consciousness? Yes, but how do you know that? I had no idea. None of this makes any sense. Dio seems to have remained unconscious. Yes, I've been administering Sofaril whenever he gets restless. What about the others? They've all gone off to different areas. Tin Myoji and Quark, for instance. Oh boy. I wasn't really quite sure where the game was going, but I didn't quite expect all this. There's a lot to this, isn't there? I guess we'll stop here for today. And, I don't know. I kind of want to do more, but I don't want to shove more into one single day upload thing, so we might do one more video. I think, the new game should be coming in fairly soon that I'm wanting to do after this Let's Play, so it would be in my best interest, assuming that I'm not heavily wrong about how much longer this game will take to get it completed fairly soonish. So, we're going to do one more. So be back in just a moment.